November is National Family Caregivers Month, and CEO of the Caregiver Action Network, John Shaw, sat down with me and discussed the importance of family caregivers, new initiatives to raise awareness, and tips on navigating the current caregiving crisis. Take a look. Elaborate for me, please, and our viewing audience on the caregiving crisis. I was unaware that we are in a caregiving crisis.
Well, we certainly are. You know, what's really happened in America is more and more care has been pushed to the home. So family caregivers, those of us who are caring for our loved ones at home, have had more work to do. Hospitals discharge patients faster. With COVID, you know, we do telehealth visits, all sorts of things. So there's just much more for family caregivers to do. And as the population ages, there's just that much more demand for the types of services that we provide.
What are the new realities that family caregivers are facing now with loved ones during the pandemic? I can imagine, John, that there's an emotional heavy lift there as well as a physical heavy lift. What are they facing?
No question. Well, the pandemic has certainly made things tougher for family caregivers. You know, a couple of things helped. Telehealth visits with the doctor, or maybe if you could work remotely from home more often, it made it a little easier to provide care. But on the other hand, if you had the kids home all day because they're in virtual school, while maybe caring for an elderly parent, at the same time trying to hold down your own job, you just felt like you didn't get a break.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't feel comfortable having their elderly loved ones in nursing homes where COVID ran rampant. A lot of families right now are financially strapped because of the pandemic, because on top of the already about $8,000 on average every year that family caregivers pay out of pocket, they may have had their hours reduced or lost their jobs entirely. So many medical procedures got put off, delayed because hospitals were overwhelmed. So overall, the pandemic has made things much more challenging for family caregivers.
Absolutely. Tell us about hashtag Caregiver and campaign and how is it helping raise awareness?
Well, we're really excited about this hashtag Caregiver and campaign. Being a family caregiver is incredibly important, but the role of being a family caregiver, you know, managing the medications, back and forth to the doctor's office, managing the meals, the finance, all these things you do can overshadow all the other aspects of your life. So the hashtag Caregiver and campaign encourages family members, family caregivers to celebrate those activities, those passions that enrich their lives. It's important that you don't lose sense of who you are. You take time to do the things you love, because that's what makes life complete. You know, it'll help you take care of yourself so you can be strong enough to care for your loved one, prevent caregiver burnout and depression. So in the Caregiver and campaign, it'll help raise awareness of family caregivers as people see that, you know, your son's Little League coach may be caring for his wife with breast cancer, or that barista you see every morning at the coffee shop may be caring for her mother with Alzheimer's disease. So hashtag Caregiver and does two things. It lets us know we're not alone. There are tens of millions of us as family caregivers in the same boat facing these challenges every day. And it reminds us to keep in touch with those things that are just so important in our lives. It's critical, family caregivers, that you don't forget who you are.
Right, right. You know, you can't be your best self to someone else if you can't be your best self to yourself first. John, where can we go for more information?
Caregiveraction.org. Just go to caregiveraction.org for more about Caregiver and campaign and resources, or just reach out to our Caregiver Help Desk directly if you're looking for local resources or any other questions. 855-227-3640. And you can get the Caregiver Help Desk through caregiveraction.org as well.
Wonderful.
Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Still to come on Inside South Florida, we are knocking out